Is it still the right time to upgrade now, or have you missed the boat? As reported in the news, property prices in Singapore has been on the rise every month across all segments. So, are you still in time to upgrade despite the private resale segment having increased around 4% over the past year? Let me pull out some charts so that you can understand the entire property market better. First of all, let's take a look at the HDB resale price chart for the past 1 year. Since July 2000, after the circuit breaker was lifted, HDB prices have increased around on average 15% over the past 1 year, which means that a property which was worth 500,000 before is now able to sell at around 570,000 in the current market. But of course, location and age of the property still plays a huge part in the closing price. Next, let's take a look at the private resale market chart. In a similar time period from July 2020 until now, you can see that private resale segment has increased around 4%, which means that a 1.1 million property, which you may be targeting last year, is commanding at around 1.144 million in the current market. Putting the numbers side by side, taking a more conservative increment of 50,000 for HDB and 40,000 for private, you can see that yes, it is still worth it to upgrade in the current market now. In fact, the price gap between HDB and private has narrowed down so much within the past year, which is why so many HDB upgraders who have seen this golden opportunity have already grabbed the chance and upgrade from their HDB to a private. Let me again pull out some charts so that I can show you the price gaps between HDB and private in the past 10 years. First of all, this is the HDB chart, and the bottom one is the private resale chart. So going all the way back to 2013, May 2013, where HDB resale prices are at its peak, it was commanding at around 478 PSF, whereas for the private resale, it's commanding at around 1229 PSF. So next, what we'll be calculating will be the price gap, which means how many times is the condo price versus the HDB. So in this case, we take 478 PSF times the price gap will give us 1229. And in this case, the price gap will be equals to 2.57 times. Alright, so going further, after the implementation of the cooling measures in 2013, you can see that HDB prices have remained stagnant for a good 6 to 7 years. And taking February 2017 as a benchmark, HDB prices fell to around 426 PSF, whereas the resale price is around 1251 PSF. And the price gap at this juncture, seeing that HDB prices has fallen around this region and the private resale have remained stable, the price gap between HDB and private increases to 2.94 times, which means that the gap is widening and make it harder for HDB upgraders to be upgrading to a condo. But now in June 2021, where we are facing the pandemic now, causing the sharp increase in the HDB prices, you can see that HDB resale is commanding at 488 PSF, whereas for the private resale is commanding 1307 PSF. And the price gap between HDB and resale private has narrowed down to 2.68 times, and this is a very rare opportunity. As you can see from the chart, this is the very first time after 2013 cooling measures that the price gap has narrowed between HDB and private resale. If you have watched our previous video on the market trends of HDB versus private versus EC, you would have understood that HDB resale prices have remained stagnant in the past 7 to 8 years, and the current sharp spike in HDB resale prices is mainly due to the pandemic. This pandemic has indirectly caused huge delays in the construction of the HDB BTOs, resulting in a sharp fall in the immediate and short-term supply, creating a sudden surge of demand in the HDB resale market, therefore pushing up the HDB resale prices so rapidly in just the past year alone. But one very important thing we have to remember is, our government has time and again stressed that they do not want HDB resale prices to appreciate so sharply, so once this pandemic is finally over, HDB prices are expected to fall back to the level where our government wants it to be, which means that now is actually one of the best time for HDB upgraders to upgrade from a HDB to a private, especially those of you who have bought during the peak during the 2011 to 2013. Now is the golden opportunity for you to get out of the market at a break-even level. Alright, this comes to the end of this very quick video. If you have found it useful, give us a like, share this video and subscribe to our channel to receive more of such content. If you would like to have a fully personalized and catered solution for your property upgrading, do speak to us and we'll be happy to assist. I'm Keith from the HDB Upgrader and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!